What's goody, family? I hope everybody day going according to plan. If not, I hope it get there, man. Word up. How y'all, man? How everybody doing? I hope everybody, mental, physical, emotional, everybody well-being is, at an all-time high, bro. Like, wishing everybody nothing but high vibrations, man. Because it's like I'm learning more and more every day that what you put into the world, the more you getting back out of it, whether it's negative, positive, no matter what it is, half-ass, whether you put your all into it, no matter what you put from little to big, it will accommodate how your life goes. That's just what I'm seeing, What the world and universe is showing me. It's showing me that whatever you put into it, it will give you in abundance, You give it negative bullshit, it's gonna give you that in abundance and belt the ass. You be like, yo, what have I been doing? You feed, it's like, you fueling your body, you feeding your body water, drink, healthy things, you start to grow your hair healthy, your facial, hair healthy. With me, even though I do all of those things and I'm healthy, my shit just spoke, Bro, it just won't come, and that's the shit that's pissing me off because I'm giving so much into this specific thing and I'm just not getting what I want out of it. But other than that, everything, I can't complain. Everything else that I give into this world, I get a lot out of it. Whether it's, a woman, whether I give more into my woman or my shorty, and when I'm giving her, what I would necessarily call affection, whether it's, when you're there for her mentally, emotionally, in every aspect, whether you're doing something for her, whether she's doing something for you, whether y'all just sharing each other's bond, energy, presence, bro, whatever you put into that situation, she's gonna give that back to you. Now, if you coming home and you talking crazy to her every day, she gonna get that back to you, and she probably gonna dog you. You ain't gonna never see her again. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you put into it is what you get out of that situation. So I'm just learning more and more every day to put something positive into a situation to get more out of it. If I put more into my kids, I'm gonna get more out of that. You know what I'm saying? You teaching them, you continuously put them in position to be great. You don't never want to backpedal, put them on the back burner. They the next, yeah. You want them to be solidified in every aspect before anything. So, when you have responsibilities and you just want to be a different type of individual, you gotta learn, you gotta elevate. Like, you don't want to be no whole ass nigga for the rest of your life. You don't want to be no bitch. You don't want to be no, I'm speaking as far as a man. You don't want to be no, you want to elevate. If you already got some dirt on your name in the streets, then so be it. Be the best you could be after that shit. Like, But if you still valid, bro, and you still, ain't no smut of your name and you ain't the best, dude ever, but you doing what you gotta do to put yourself in a position, to be able to say that, okay, I used to do this and be on that type of timing, but now, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm finding that it's working out for me just fine. I don't put myself in so many situations because I'm giving more and more and more into a negative situation and I'm not getting shit out of it. And eventually I'm gonna get locked up, or eventually, you get smoked or some shit because you put more into something that's not beneficial for your life, and you can feel that shit for real. That shit be tingling like a fucking spidey sense, you heard? That shit be there. It's like, yo, I know for a fact I shouldn't be doing this goofy ass shit. And especially when you're here for a different purpose. You ain't even gotta believe in shit to know, like, when you here for a different purpose, okay, the divine one you heard, shit different. Shit be greater, than what people really analyze and see what's in front of them. So when you put more into a situation than you're getting out of a situation, then that's not always a good thing, but I'm not gonna say it's always a bad thing either. because certain situations don't expect for you to get more out of this shit. Life ain't fair. Life ain't nobody even tell you that life was gonna be fair. Certain situations just need who you are as an individual. Need you to hold it down. Need you to be strong. Need you to do what you gotta do to handle that situation and figure it out and put it and structure it and and fixate it to where it's beneficial and healthy for whoever is going to be using it, even if it's not you using it, even if it's not you in that situation. And the destiny, God, whatever, the universe, whatever you believe in, put the situation in front of you to be able to break it down, fix it back up, and put that bitch out there to its best, operation. You heard? Like certain shit just don't be meant for you necessarily and in your life, just for you to, just put your blessing and your presence on it. It's be crazy. When it's welcomed, not forcefully. Everything natural, everything genuine, everything coming, as it should. Not as you want it to, but as it should, as it needs to. I'm not trying to put nothing into a situation where I'm not gaining anything unless I feel like, okay, this is a situation where I can put, majority or, a lot of my intellect into it, and I'm not really being backstabbed, or I'm not really, nothing's negative really coming out of this situation for real. Everything is all positive, whether that could be like volunteer work, whether you give into a donation, whether it's anything like that, whether my man needs something and I got him, or whether my family members or anybody needs something and you just there, you be able to provide. You put yourself in that position to be able to provide and be counted on, not every day, but when people need you the most, you can be counted on. Because you put, yourself in a situation that was beneficial for you, not you putting yourself in a situation that ain't beneficial for you. So when situations do come about that's not even about you, you can get it done, you can handle it. And then people will reward you, and then people will, you'll get whatever out that situation that you put into it. Might not be tomorrow, might not be the week after, might not be a year, but eventually you will. It's destiny. How people be like, oh, karma this, karma that. Karma ain't always got to be bad. Karma can be very well, Karma can be in abundance, It could be very, a good thing. It don't always got to be fucking bad. Trust me. Like, if you putting good into this world, that's what you're going to get out of it. And even if you do put good into this world and you get bad out of it, just take it as an experience. I needed this. I needed to learn how to move. I needed to learn how to maneuver and jump through these obstacles so I can put my life into something that I actually needed to be in. It's like epiphanies, like almost like you've been woken up by something. I ain't gonna say like woke, all that, but you've been woken up by something to get you on the right track and make you analyze and really think about what you got going on. And if you continuously put yourself in a good position, if you continuously put yourself into doing something that you really need to do in life, you will do that shit. I'm not putting myself in something that I'm not getting shit out of, bro. I don't care who you is, family, my loved ones. I don't care if you the girl that I'm making love to every night. I'm not putting something into a situation where I'm getting nothing in return, just like how I would expect her not to do. Like, you want that bond, you want that relationship, you want that matching energy. I want my baby to look at me and be like, you know what? I deserve, he gives me whatever I deserve and ask for, which is extra, which is a blessing. You know what? I'll do the same in return. That's love. People as well. Family as well. Yo, he don't ever ask for nothing. He valid. He good. And even if he do ask, he always, double back. He got me. He valid. Boom. That's how it go. It's a circle. Everybody not gonna always have it. Everybody gonna need help eventually, even if it's not financial, but mental stability. Just be there. You will want it to be natural, especially if you putting things and expect positivity into the world. You will want positivity to be double back, but not expecting it. Don't expect shit. Just do. Just do, just do, just do. And if it comes back to you like that, you know, it's it's great. You know, that's what you're here for. It's a beautiful thing. But you gotta be appreciative. You gotta acknowledge. You gotta do. You can't be putting your all into a situation that's not beneficial to you. That's draining. You know, that's making you get out of character. That's not becoming you, getting you out your body, making you feel like, gosh, you know, if you gotta second guess it, just don't do the shit until it's clear to you that, okay, I got a reason, a purpose, and I'm motivated. So let's get it done. Put more of you into a situation and less of a situation into you, because then I just feel like you draining yourself. You know, you draining yourself at that point. You got yourself in this situation, in that situation, and that situation, which is cool. You can be in multiple situations, but you got to be able to figure them out all at once. But when a situation is coming onto you forcefully, then that situation coming onto you forcefully, then that situation coming onto you forcefully, that's a little worse, because you're not asking for it. When you throwing yourself into shit, you asking for it. But when shit coming at you and you ain't asking for it, that shit be making you kind of be wanting to stand off. It's like that shit be making you want to kind of, you know, get low, depending on the type of person you is. Like if you crack under that pressure, you gonna fold. Well, you'll be exposed quick. And that's some of the hardest parts of being human, of being, especially a man, not folding, not remaining solid through it all, remaining sturdy, knowing that you got a purpose, and knowing that if I put myself in everything that I consist of as an individual into the situation, that's gonna work out to the best of my ability. The more I talk, you know, the more I feel it. You know, every time a situation, a conversation, a word come across in my mind, you know, I think about it, I analyze it, I observe it. And I'm like, yo, how can I, you know, speak on this and make it relatable to my life and everybody else who I help life as well? Because that's what it's about. The circle, the continuation. Everything not always gonna be peaches and cream. But if I put this into the atmosphere, I only can expect nothing but, if not exactly that, mainly that, to come back positive. And the bullshit that come with it, you know, you just nip that in the bud as it come. Strategically. Because when you get out here wilding, you get out here tweaking, you get a bad rep, you get a bad name on yourself, it's harder to get out of that, as opposed to you being, you know, I did this. And don't nobody even gotta know about what you got going on the outskirts. That ain't even, nobody distressed that, ain't their business. But what you showing them is something to be obliged and something to be followed. Even if you're not a follower, you're a big leader. But when you see something, that's like, okay, maybe I need to be doing this for my community. It's not you being a follower, it's just you being, you actually passing a great message along. Which is you're putting something into the community, the world, your family's life, your kids' life, your relationships' life that you want back, which is respect, longevity, love, genuineness, realness, truthful, you know, and also fear. Don't ever let nobody play with you either. You gotta know how to balance it out though.